Welcome dear students, welcome once again to online video lectures of English. We are going to start unit number 2. The title is How Things Work. In the first activity, new words is the title, and it is asked to us to begin the task by finding the exact meanings of some words. It is given that you should find new words such as reflect or photon or angle in the next activity, which has a title How Does It Do That, part 1. So after reading that activity, you will get 3 new words. First one is reflect, second one is photon, and the third one is angle. So we should get the exact meaning of it so that it is clear to us what is the exact meaning of reflect, photon, or angle. So let me give the clear idea of the words. Reflect means to bounce back towards us after hitting a surface. Photon means the particle which are present in the beam of light, and angle means the magnitude between two rays. So let us begin with activity number 2. How does it do that? Have you ever wondered how a mirror works? So the picture of a mirror is given, in which we can see a girl holding a camera. The second paragraph says that why does it look like you are inside the mirror when you are not? How does it look backwards? How can the mirror make things look bigger? For example, side mirrors in some cars say objects in mirror are closer than they appear. How can that be? And what about a magnifying glass or the zoom on a camera or a microscope? How can these make things look bigger than they are? So dear students, you might have seen sometimes the rear mirrors which is placed in the car or which is placed in the bikes, they have a message written that the objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. You might have seen this type of picture. See, you can find it here. It is showing that objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. So this type of messages are written on the mirrors, but why do you think it looks like it? And what is the reason by which you can find that your exact image is seen in the mirror? What is the exact phenomena which is been going on to show your exact figure or exact face, exact body, as it is there outside the mirror and it is there inside the mirror? So it requires a scientific phenomena. We have seen that we are able to see anything only when it is hitting any surface. Let us see if this is a surface and this is a light which is hitting it. After hitting it in this direction, it will bounce back towards anything. And if the eyes is placed here, our eyes is somewhat here, we can be able to see the light. It means that we will be able to see any object in only light, not in the darkness. Also, this surface should be opaque and not transparent. If the surface is transparent, the ray which is coming here will pass here in this direction and we will not be able to see anything. But if the object is opaque here, it will not allow the ray to pass this side, it will send it this side. In this way we will be able to see the images. Now we can see that we are able to see anything when the light passes through it and comes back to our eyes. We will be able to see it, otherwise we will not see it. If the light is absent, we will not be able to see anything. So we should be knowing what a magnifying glass or the zoom on the camera or a microscope does. What it does, like when we zoom the screen of our mobile phones or cameras, the images gets magnified like in this way. And when we zoom out, it will go smaller and smaller, and when we are zooming it, it will grow bigger and bigger. So this is the work done by the zoom button or the magnifying button in the microscope. So in this activity number 2, which has the title How Does It Do That, part 1, we came across the working of mirrors, how they are able to show us the exact image as it is present outside the image, and what phenomena they work upon. They work upon the phenomena of reflecting the lights. If they are able to reflect 100% of the light, they can give us clear image as same as it is outside the mirror. But if they are not able to reflect the light 100%, the image will not be clear. So this is the phenomena on which mirror works. Now let's go to activity number 3. Activity number 3 says that this article begins by asking question on about how things work. It asks about mirrors, magnifying glass, cameras and microscopes, because all of these things depend on light. Let's write a new article about electricity. We have to list 4 things that depend on electricity. So let's see what are those 4 things on which that depends on electricity. So here are 4 things on which electricity is required. They are totally dependent on electricity. The first one is fan, which is used in every house, it seems, for having wind during summer seasons and also sometimes in other seasons. So here are 4 things which are totally dependent on electricity. Number 1 is fan, number 2 is bulbs and CFLs, number 3 is electric motors, number 4 is electric vehicles, and there are many other things which are totally dependent on electricity. You can write any 4 among these, or you can have your own choice. In the next part, it is saying write 4 questions like the ones in the article about the 4 things you listed. So you can write any 4 questions like how does a fan works, what is the use of electric generators or electric motors. So we can write any questions like how is fan useful to us, how is electricity useful for bulbs and CFLs, how does electric motor works, and how does electric vehicle runs on the road. So these type of questions must be written in the second part. So these type of questions must be written in the second part. Let us go for activity number 4. Again it has how does it do that, that is part number 2. The answer to all these questions are found in how light works. We know that we can only see when there is light. Something like light bulbs and fireflies make their own light, but most things do not. We know that there is a permanent truth that many of the objects in this world, they have their own light, like stars, sun, fireflies, and bulbs and CFLs produce light with the help of electricity. And there are many other products in this world which do not make their own light. So how do we see them? We see them because they reflect light. Light is energy made of very thin tiny particles called photons. The photons of light hit things and bounce back just like a ball does. I have already told you that when a light beam is incident on a strong, hard, smooth surface, it bounces back towards on our eyes. If the beam of the light is falling on our eyes, we will be able to see it. Otherwise, we will not be able to see anything. So if they hit is hard and smooth like a mirror, almost all of the light photons bounce back. The photons bounce back to our eyes. If all the photons bounce back, we are something that looks like the surface. But if the thing is soft or not smooth like a blanket, fewer of the photons bounce back, and they bounce back at different angles. When the bouncing photons enter our eyes, we can see the shape of the thing they bounced from. So everything you see is really just bouncing photons showing you the shape of the things they hit. So if the surface is smooth and hard, the light which is incident on it will be totally bounced back, and if a person is standing here, he will be able to see the object from which this light has been coming from. And if this doesn't happens, if the surface is irregular, the light which is coming from very far away or from a source of light, it will not bounce back completely, but it will scatter in many directions, and the person who is standing here will not be able to see the object from where the light is coming. Thus, a smooth, plain and hard surface is required for a light to be incident and reach to our eyes, so that we are able to see the object from where the light is coming. And after this light reaches to our eyes, after hitting a smooth or plain surface, we are able to see anything. For example, there is a tree which is somewhere far from a person who is standing on the side of the road. He is busy in some work. He will be able to see this tree only when there is light. If the sun is shining brightly, the light will fall on the tree, and after hitting the light, it will again bounce towards the eyes of the person standing there. Then he will be able to see the tree. If this is not possible, if there is no sun, like if it is night time, there is no moon, it is a totally dark night. If a person is standing on the road and there is total darkness everywhere, he will not be able to see anything, because light is not coming and hitting this tree and coming back to the person. In this condition, this person will not be able to see anything. Let's start with activity number 5. The first part of how does it do that has many questions, and the second part begins to answer the questions. You already wrote some questions. Now use the pattern to write an article like how does it do that. Now you have to write an article which should have the title how does it do that. You have to give your story about light its own title. Write your questions also, and the answer to all these questions are found how electric works. The sentence is a transition between your question and answer. Explain how you think electricity works to answer the questions. Now in this activity number 5, you will have to write an article like the article is given here. It is also having the title how does it do that, means the reflection of light. So they have taken the example of reflection and they have made this article, and we can write some questions also, you can write some answers also. So in this way, in the activity number 5, you will have to write an article of your own, and you have to get the title also, we have to write the question also, and we have to answer it also. So this will be a homework for today. If you are able to write, it is very good, otherwise the answer will be provided to you after a short time. For today, it is this much. We will continue the remaining part of the unit in the next video.